Hello friends, Miss Angela here. Today is Wednesday, so it is time for our STEM activities, and our theme for today's activities is July 4th. So we're going to do two activities that are July 4th related. So the first thing we're going to do is a confetti popper toilet paper tube, okay? So it's going to be a confetti popper. So here's one that I've already made. I decorated it with markers, but let me show you how you can make one of these yourself. So what we need is a toilet paper tube, or you can have, like this one, I used a paper towel roller. I just cut it down to size so it wouldn't be as long, okay? So toilet paper tube in this, in about the length of a toilet paper roll, if you're cutting it down from a paper towel. You need a balloon, some tape, duct tape. It would be best for that because what you're doing is securing that balloon, so it's best if we have really good tape. And then just scraps of paper, what I have here, and then I just cut up pieces. You can use hole punch if you want to, but I just did it real easy with scissors and just small pieces of paper that could become confetti. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is knot your balloon like you would if you had blown it up. So you see how I have it knotted here, okay? And then you want to snip the top off, okay? So I'm snipping off the top. Okay. So we have a hole here. All right, next thing you want to do is take your toilet paper roll, or whatever roll you've used, and place it on one of the ends. Okay, that's going to be your shooter. And then I cut a piece of duct tape in half so it wouldn't take up as much room on my toilet paper roll, so I could have more room to decorate. So you put it around and secure it to make sure that balloon is going to stay. And then like I did on this one, you can see you can paint them, you can put stickers on them. I just used markers because it would dry really quick, and I just decorated it. So I'm writing on here Happy 4th. You can do what looks like fireworks on here. That's what I did on the other one. Okay, so you decorate, okay, and make it July 4th Independence Day themed. You like fireworks and stars. If you have flag stickers, anything that celebrates the United States and its birthday, July 4th, okay? So let's go ahead and just do, let's start real quick. Okay, so decorate, all right. You can see here that I used a blue balloon and red duct tape to kind of keep with the red, white, and blue theme, okay? Next thing to do is to take your little shards of paper, okay? And this is how it works. It shoots out the paper like, kind of like a firework, pops out, okay? You can do it again and again. So this is how we make our popper. All right, so let's make fireworks in a glass. Not really fireworks in a glass. We're just going to pretend, kind of make it look like one. Okay, so let me go ahead and get something out here that can lift this up so you can see it better, okay? So you see I just have a glass of warm water, okay? And then I need another glass. I'm going to put, depending on your glass size, it said 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil, okay? I'm just eyeballing mine. All right, just so it'll cover the top there. You see how I have this amount, okay? And then you need, sorry, I forgot where I put them, food coloring, okay? I have food coloring here. All right, and then you want to, let me go ahead and switch this out for a moment so you can see here, okay? And I have a straw because I'm gonna stir. I already have a little bit in there, residue from when I was practicing this. So you kind of see some little bits of other food coloring. Not gonna hurt anything. Okay, so put a few squirts, and I'm gonna use all 4 colors. So our fireworks in the glass will be more colorful. Okay. Now you'll see, hopefully you can see, that the food coloring and the oil are not mixing. The food coloring went into the oil in little balls, okay? So let's mix them up. We want to make a bunch of little balls. So I'm just going to use this straw to do that. All right. It's funny how some colors, like it did the last time for me, they bunch up. So you have to really mix them around. So that's what I'm doing, just breaking up my little balls of food coloring. Now, why is the oil and food coloring not mixing? The molecules in the oil are bigger than the molecules of the food coloring. And the first ingredient in food coloring is water. So you know how they say water and oil don't mix, okay? So that's what's happening here. The water particles are seeking out fellow water particles and staying together and not mixing with the oil, okay? So that's why when you put this oil into the water, okay, the little particles of food coloring are going to be seeking out other water particles, molecules, okay? So let's slowly pour this in here. You'll see the oil immediately separates as much as it can away from the water, so it sits on top. But as the food coloring sits in that oil and realizes, wait a minute, we have fellow molecule friends here underneath the oil. Can we get to them? So this is what's happening. It's separating from the oil, little balls. They're never mixed, but they get away from it, go down to their fellow friends down in the water cup, okay? You can see they float down and they're making what people would say look like fireworks. Is pretty cool, but because there's so much of the food coloring in there, quickly colors that water and makes it that color. So it's not very pretty, but it definitely shows you that putting the oil with the food coloring balls, as they, you know, they all balled up together, you can see that. Put it in the water, oil comes up, okay? And then those food coloring, water-based food coloring, decides, hey, I want to get down there to my fellow molecule water, my fellow water molecules. So that's why they do that initial poof, bursting down, and then obviously they mix together. Because you see here it is a now brown colored, okay? It's a very easy thing to do at home. Depending on the size of your glass as to how much oil you want to use, you just want to have a layer on the top to be able to have those little balls of food coloring reach their way back down to their other water molecule friends. So here are 2 activities, very easy to do. You should have all these supplies at home. This one is particularly fun. Make sure you talk with your parents about this one because this does make a mess, as you saw. Okay, here we go, we'll do it again. All right, so again, we have activities going on all week long. STEM is just one of many things that the Groveport Town Hall offers for you guys. There's adult and children classes. So looking forward to you tuning in again. If you've missed any of our classes, you can always go back on our YouTube page and find them and be able to do the activities with us. So I hope you had a good time. Have a good July 4th. We'll see you next week.